and welcome to AURA Podcast with your girl, Kubi Springer. Today, I am sitting down with UK superstar Rochelle Humes. Rochelle has been in the music industry for over a decade. You might remember her from being one of the members of S Club Juniors as a youngster, or you might remember her with the superstar smash hits as part of the Saturdays. She has been on our TV screens, whether that be hosting This Morning or whether that be hosting a game show with her husband.
For me, I was really passionate to build my own business. I think it's really important. I tell my kids that all the time. Why not you? The reason I started it was with toiletries, and that's kind of like our bread and butter. That's what we do incredibly well. When you're building something, you need to know your why and why you're doing it and have that passion, because the days get really long.
All that and so much more. Let's get into it. Hello and welcome to the AURA Podcast with your girl, Kubi Springer. Today, I am sitting down with one of the UK's finest. I've had a girl crush on this lady for a hot minute. It is none other than Rochelle. Welcome, babes.
Thank you. That is so kind. I mean, I am so happy to be here. I can't quite take this in. I'm looking at you, but equally I'm like so distracted by how incredible everything is.
And you've come on such a clear day.
Yeah, I know. It's like the stars have aligned. This is like, I've never seen Dubai like this. I've spent a lot of time here, but to see it from up here is absolutely something else.
Yeah, I know you did a walk around of the venue.
Yeah.
So you saw this 360 infinity pool. What was your favourite side of the day?
That's a question. It's like asking who your favourite child is. It's like the view is just gorgeous from every, like the palm side, the city side, everything. It's just, yeah, I can imagine at night as well, it looks completely different again.
New Year's Eve here was epic.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because you have all the fireworks on all three sides. Yeah, absolutely epic.
Oh my gosh, I'm just going to plot up and never leave.
There you go.
I've got a lot planned after this, but I'm just going to stay here and hide.
I love that. So what brings you to Dubai? Like, why are you here, Han?
Well, I've just launched my baby brand here, my Little Coco, which I'm incredibly excited about. It's been a long time coming, and the team have worked to bring it here. And we're 5 years old back home, so we've been around a little while, and it was our first step to going international. And for me, there was no other first stop other than Dubai. Being in the Middle East was so important to me. I spend a lot of time here. I love it here so much. And yeah, I was desperate to bring the brand here. And we were noticing that our customers were kind of, particularly the expats here, were shopping it at home and then bringing it back with them. So it just made perfect sense. So we've launched in Spinneys and on Mum's World. And then we roll out in a few months' time further on from there. So I'm just so excited.
For those who don't know the brand, tell us all about it. And why did you start it?
Well, it's a baby toiletry and lifestyle brand. And the reason I started it was with the toiletries, and that's kind of like our bread and butter. That's what we do incredibly well. And I was pregnant with my second daughter. And at the time, I was shopping really premium and really quite expensive. And I couldn't understand why I couldn't use the same products on my newborn that I could use on my 3-year-old. For me, they're just as precious as one another. So that was kind of where the mission began. And it was really to create diverse products and bringing them onto the high street in a premium way. And that became my mission, and to make sure that the hair care section in the children's baby aisle looked diverse, because it really didn't. And it was shopping older, and the ingredients perhaps wasn't as safe to use on little ones. So our whole ethos is, from newborn and beyond. So it's literally for the whole family. And yeah, I'm incredibly proud of it. Our range is infused with coconut oil, because that's something that I was really passionate about with my little ones. And it's enriching for diverse skin tones. And one thing I like to point out is that if you make a product right for diverse skin and hair, it's going to be right for everybody.
Absolutely.
So it's not exactly, it's not just like pigeonhole it and saying, because we get questions, can we only use it if we've only got curly hair? No, absolutely not. But we get that right, and we've got everything right.
Absolutely. I'm a mum. I've got a 12-year-old daughter. And so the name, when I first saw your brand come out, My Little Coco, really resonated for me, because my daughter Angel at the time was about 7 years old.
Oh, gorgeous.
Yeah, so why the name My Little Coco?
Well, as I said, I was using coconut oil and myself, I would like put it in my hair as a mask, and I would, when the babies get the little dry patches, I was And I was also cooking with it. So it was kind of like this product that was just in my house.
And that's so old school as well. Are you
so
Caribbean background?
Old school, yes.
So
I'm half
school.
Jamaican background. And I think, that is definitely old school. Every auntie's like putting coconut oil on you somewhere.
On your knees.
Exactly that, whether you want to or not.
Or not. Yeah.
So for me, it was really important because I know how hydrating that is for hair and skin. And then I had like this little pot that became like my little pot of cocoa, and it just, my Little Coco, and that's where it was born.
Beautiful.
And it's been a real kind of family project. My mum actually drew the logo.
No way.
She used to do my art homework, so I put it to use when it was time to build a brand.
I love that.
And yeah, I'm honestly just so proud of it. And I think this milestone for all of us, for the team, is a big one.
Before we get to Dubai, just sticking with home, when you first launched in the UK, did you get resilience? Did you get people saying, why are you doing that? I mean, you're a mega superstar. Like, you're one of our biggies.
Oh gosh, that's
Don't
very
give me
kind.
that, love.
That's kind.
Don't do that.
Yeah, that's kind.
You know, you've been in the Saturdays, you've been in S Club 7, you've hosted daytime TV, evening TV, primetime TV. Like, you're a big star. So did people understand why you were doing it?
I think they thought that there was a lot of risk involved. I think they were I think they were confused why I wouldn't just be the face of a brand. And for me, I was really passionate to build my own business. I definitely had pushback. At the time, it was, we'd like the association and we get it and we would like to have a brand of yours, but we think we don't need the curly stuff. And I was like, I'm like, no. I stood my ground, and the team, we did really well of, saying, no, this isn't niche, actually. Curly hair is not niche. It's very much mainstream.
Absolutely.
And yeah, we kind of really, which I'm really proud of, we met with other retailers that just didn't get it. And then Boots back at home is really our bread and butter. And we're in like almost 2,000 stores up and down the country. And they understood it straight away and they didn't want to remove anything. And that's why I feel so passionate about them and grateful for them, because they didn't try and change anything. They understood the need and they went with it. And actually, our curling custard continues to be our best seller, and it's the product that no one wanted. So
look at that.
We know what we're doing, our
you
team.
You know what you're doing, absolutely. I really like, because there's going to be a lot of people that are watching this, so they're going to get no's. They're going to get people saying to them, actually, you sit in this box. In your case, you sit in the celebrity box, just indoors. And what you're really saying is don't pigeonhole yourself.
No, absolutely not. I think it's really important. I tell my kids that all the time, like, why not you? And I think it's so important to know. And actually I think when you're building something, you need to know your why and why you're doing it and have that passion, because the days get really long and the days get really tiring and things get really stressful, and there'll be things that don't land in the way that you think they might, and there'll be ups and there'll be downs, but you've got to make sure you've still got that fire for why you're doing it. And I think that's what's really important. But stick with it. We got a lot of no's before we got a yes. And also I had a lot of disbelievers, even in people around me. Yeah. My management team at the time just didn't really get why I was doing it. So I set up my own management company. But I think you're getting a theme. You're getting a theme for how my brain works. But yeah, I think it's important. So there's always a way, and if you believe it enough, you've got to back yourself.
Absolutely. More
than anyone else does.
Absolutely. And I think another theme I'm picking up for you that I resonate so much with is, if you don't say yes to you, then how can you expect anybody else to?
Absolutely that. And you have to believe it. If you don't believe it, you're always trying to bring everybody on for the ride, right? And I think everybody has to feel safe in your decisions. And I think a lot of the times I've come up with some crazy ones, and I've got a good sounding board to be like, okay, you've gone mad this time. But it's when you know and you've got the fire for something, you've just got to see it through.
Yeah. Talking of sounding boards, your husband Marvin, okay, who every girl who was a teenager had a crush on, just FYI, including myself.
I found out that the hard way when I first started dating him. I was like, oh gosh, I didn't know this was a problem. Oh my gosh, I'm so scared.
You are #goals, as the kids would say.
Oh wow.
You really are. It's a beautiful, for me personally looking in, it's a beautiful thing to see a couple that have stayed together for so long, built your family, and been so unapologetic about owning your spaces but still loving each other.
Yeah, that's so kind. I feel like I don't really remember life before being with him, which is so interesting. We're literally one of the same now, and we are such a unit, but I feel very lucky and that we have that relationship. And I suppose in our industry it probably is quite rare, but we're very lucky that we've just got respect for each other, and I think that's the most important thing. And he literally is my sounding board. Bless him. Sometimes I'm sure he'd rather not be. But it's like midnight and I'm like, I've had this idea. He'll be like, don't message the group chat now, leave them. Okay, what is it? You know, and we're very, we bounce off each other in that way. But we try not to do that work stuff at home. Well, the kids don't really let us anyway.
I was going to say, because as a mummy, when you get through the door, they're jumping on you, they're talking to you.
Yeah.
It all goes out
Honestly,
the window, doesn't it?
if you could hear the voice notes my poor team get when I'm like, hi guys, I've got this, and in the background it's like, and like things, you know, it's just. But what's nice is everyone's sort of started to have children in my team, so we all get the same voice notes back.
Absolutely. My 12 now going on 21-year-old is what I call her.
Yeah.
So as the podcast has been building, I've been going to, look, mummy's, you know, the podcast is building and we hit 1 million, and she's like, TikTok. I'm like, okay.
No, there's nothing worse. You're like, hello, Ming. Hi.
But it's so good because it just keeps your feet straight on the ground,
there's
right?
no one that's going to humble you more than your child. I remember when we first were developing the range and we were like looking at artwork, and my mum drew the logo and the designer was drawing the coconut, and I never forget, right, I sent them like a voice note in panic, or a message, I don't even know if we could voice note then, and my daughter was like, oh, it's really nice, mummy, but why is there an onion on it? And I was like, guys, quickly speak to design. The coconut looks like an onion. And then as soon as she said it, I couldn't unsee it. So she's actually, she's sort of been our little focus group the whole way along.
And isn't it so good to do that? You know, I heard, I think it was Tony Robbins who said that he doesn't give his children allowances. He's made them part of the business.
Oh, smart. Wow.
Yeah, so my daughter gets a salary in She Builds Brands.
Yes.
And so she has to answer emails.
Love it.
Respond to my DMs. As soon as she gets a salary, she doesn't get,
Do you know, my daughter would absolutely love that. She is actually, she's got a range within my Little Coco that's not here yet, that's back at home, which is called Heels. And it's like a sort of, it's a more kind of, you know, the girlies, the 12-year-old girlies, what, you know, how they see things, their aesthetic. It's kind of like the pastel colours and the, you know, the cute products and the fun names. And because she was really wanting to delve into the world of skincare, which every 12-year-old is now because of TikTok, which is terrifying. Because we don't know what's in it, right? They're looking at things and seeing these brands and it's like retinols and scary stuff that they don't need to use. So I was like, right, instead of doing that, let's do something together and you can tell your friends about it and you can enjoy that. And she loved every part of that. So yeah, that's a great idea.
It's a phenomenal idea.
I don't know if I'd let her respond to my DMs though.
No, you just,
That's really brave.
you monitor them.
She'd start using words like slay and yes. And
what's,
like, who is Rochelle?
Yeah, what's brat? My daughter was like, brat? I'm like,
Brat
what?
Summer. Oh yeah, no, yeah. You got to monitor those.
You got to monitor those, absolutely. You give them like Q&As that they can respond to. That's your box dancing there.
Smart.
So you're here now in Dubai. You've launched here. How was the launch, hon?
Well, we officially launched yesterday, and
Congrats.
it was. Thank you. Do you know what? It's so humbling coming somewhere new because I was kind of like, is anybody going to show? You know, are people even going to want to come out? And it was full yesterday, and I'm honestly so grateful. I was on the phone to my husband last night, and I was like, I can't believe it. Like, people came and they said they liked it, and they liked me. You know? It's so funny because you just don't know how these things are going to go. And it was a really, really nice day. Beautiful venue. We were at La Cantine Beach, and it was just so nice there. And yeah, it went swimmingly well, actually.
Nice, I love that. And so you're here, you're distributing here online and in physical stores?
Yes, that's right.
Which ones are you in?
We're in Spinneys now, and then Mum's World online.
Fantastic.
And then more to come.
And more to come.
Yeah.
I love that. Let's talk a little bit about kind of the future for you. Do you think you're going to go back to music?
No. That was an easy answer, wasn't it? I wasn't even like cloak and dagger. No, I don't think so. I listen, music is a massive part of my life, right? But not in that way anymore. I feel like that's a chapter of mine that's definitely closed, but I am so fond of the time that I had in that industry. And I think I learned a lot about, you know, certainly the music business, but then business in general and comfort. I just definitely think that it was really good grounding sort of place for me. And I've got such fond memories, you know, gosh, what a way to grow up in the music industry. We just had it all at all times. But no, in terms of going back into it, no. But I'll always be a music girl.
I get it. I was head of marketing for Mobos.
Oh, yeah?
I get it. I often say my 10 years in the music industry and have been an executive watching you guys on stage was amazing.
It's shaping.
But once I hit 30, I felt like I outgrew the industry.
I'm so with you. I think as soon as I had my daughter actually. So for me, it was a bit younger than that, but I just love it, and I like respect it, and it's such a big part of me. And I don't want to ever shy away from that. But it's just, I feel like in a different space, and I just love the space that I'm in.
I get that. So moving forward then, My Coco is going to be here.
Yes.
Going to go global.
Well, that's
We're prophesying, honey. We're prophesying.
No, that's the plan. And, you know, I'm hoping to spend so much more time here. You know, I love it here so much. And I think that, we're rolling out, and hopefully you get to see me more.
I love that. I actually am going to say your 1 year anniversary in Dubai, I think we should have it here at AURA.
Oh my gosh.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
You don't need to sell that to me. I don't want to leave now.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, okay, fine. I can just see my team like, we'll come back.
We'll come back. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
I always end the interviews with this one question, babes.
Right.
And the question is, what would be Rochelle's brand legacy?
Oh gosh. Okay. I think in terms of me, as you know, my brand is obviously different, but in terms of Rochelle, I spoke about myself in third person there. I would say I just want to be the girl that just gave it a go.
Oh, I love that.
I think that's me. I'm like, I'll try anything, I'll give it a go and hope for the best. Why not?
I love that. Why that though? I love it, but why?
Because I think that's what I want for my kids. I don't want them to ever think that anything should stop them, whether that's their sex, their race, their background, however that looks. And I think my mum taught me that, and I'm pleased that she did, because there's certain situations where we can all stop ourselves and think, oh God, I'm not ready for this. And you know, obviously you've got to be rational, but sometimes if you get given an opportunity, even before you're ready, it's the best time.
I agree. Can I tell you a little secret?
Yeah.
When they gave me the opportunity to do this, so always my PR client, right?
Okay.
When they gave me the opportunity to do this, I said no.
Right.
For that.
Why? Because you didn't think.
Honestly?
Yeah.
Because I felt, who would want to see this chick? Right? And I think we all at some point feel that. For me, it was...
And how many million views did you say that you're on?
3.1.
Right, okay. People want to see this chick.
People want to see this chick. But I think you said something so profound, which is all of us have those moments where it's like, not me, maybe not, maybe I'm not ready.
I'll give it another year. I think it's too soon.
Exactly. Or as women, I'm too old, I'm too young, I'm too fat, I'm too dark, I'm too... You know, we've always got these twos, right?
Yeah.
And I just love the fact that you want to be the lady that's known to let it go.
Do you know what I do as well? I do things in reverse. So I say, say like today, if I was feeling in that place and I think that interview, I don't know, I'm a bit out of my comfort zone, I'm new to Dubai, are they going to want to hear from me? I do that. But then I also go, okay, so what if I don't? So what if I don't take that opportunity? What if actually people could see and learn about the brands? I think you always have to think about, if you don't do it, how does that look?
Absolutely.
And if you do it in reverse, you'll probably always take the chance.
You're always going to do it. And also, if you have children like we do, what happens if I don't do it for them?
Yes.
You know, so if in your case, you've created this brand, your daughter's now an entrepreneur by default. Yeah. You know, in my case, I've said yes to a book deal. I said yes to a podcast. My daughter's now, as far as she's concerned, she can do everything.
Of course. Because you say yes.
Because you say yes. I so love that.
Yeah.
So Rochelle's going to be here, everybody, forever.
Not leaving.
Not leaving. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. This is just gorgeous and you're lovely. So thank you.
You're amazing, and keep showing up, because I've got to be honest, sometimes we don't realise there's another little black girl looking at us going, if she can, so and I.
There you go.
Yeah, I love it.
Thank you so much. I mean, you are incredibly blessed that this is your life. This is amazing. This is like so gorgeous. Yeah. Thanks, guys.
I would say let's dive in the pool, but my phone might
I know, no, not today.
Not today.
The hair's just been washed.
All right, guys, this is the end of season 1, wrapping up with this amazing, beautiful heart called Rochelle. We will see you in season 2. Take care.
This podcast was hosted by brand marketing expert Kubi Springer and produced by AVANTGARDE Brand Experiences and AURA Skypool.